Well, howdy there, folks. So today, we're going to be doing a little water trough upgrade. This is one of those Rubbermaid 50-gallon totes from Tractor Supply. And we're going to be getting rid of the old rubber, going to the actual Rubbermaid. Now, when I was looking at water troughs, I didn't want anything really this big. A 40-gallon would have worked, even a 30-gallon, similar to this. The problem just happened to be they didn't have anything in the right size. What I want, something wide enough for 2 or 3 cow heads to fit in there. And then I wanted something that was strong enough that these idiots could push it around and it not snap in half. Well, this idea came from a friend of ours that has a horse. She has this exact same trough, and I thought about it and I looked at it and I thought it was a good idea. So we're gonna be trying it out here the next couple days, couple weeks, or going with this idea for the rest of our time grazing. I will be dropping our float into the water by a fair margin, because I do not want this thing to fill up with 50 gallons, because whenever we move this, we have to tip it. Now, yeah, you could say get a four-wheeler, or you could say be a man and just move it yourself, but when I set this stuff up, I don't set it up for myself. I set it up so my wife can do it, so a child could do it. And no, I don't have children yet, but I'm prepared like that. That's just how I am. Because I would much rather be prepared for something than not at all. Now here's the question, is do I want the float down like that on this side where it's got the smooth edge? Or do I want the float over there where it's got the hard edge? I was wondering about that when I bought this. I saw these two edges and I was like, I wonder. This is not easy doing it one-handed, but that's okay. See, I gotta go to the soft edge because this is pushing down on it and it's keeping it down. So that answers that question. I'll have to grab my block of wood, get it spaced out, and apparently this bolt is loose. I don't know if I can do this. I'm currently holding an umbrella. It ain't really raining, but it's raining enough for me to... disaster. Raining just enough that I don't want the camera to get wet. It is a GoPro style camera, so it wouldn't like die if it got wet, but it's one of those things where it's like, I know that the video quality will go down with water spots on the lens and such. I don't want to do that, so we'll get this tightened up here. So the other point I wanted to make, and I'm sure most of you have tuned out by now because according to the analytics, I don't get many viewers after 30 seconds to a minute. But this is exactly why I say, do not burn your bridges. Do not burn other people's bridges. Just like this. If I would have burned this bridge a while ago, which I definitely had the opportunity to burn it, I would not have thought of this. I would not have seen this, thought of this, done this. Now maybe I would have. I'm a fairly intelligent guy. Maybe I would have. You know, let's give me the benefit of the doubt here. But let's say that I didn't. Then I would have been struggling with this, continuing to make the same mistake over and over again with no possible way for, let's call it redemption. Not really redemption, but you know, let's call it redemption. Man, this is kind of being a pain in the tushy here. But that's why I say, don't let something stupid get in your way, and don't let someone's opinion of something change it either. Just because someone doesn't have the same experience as you do, just because someone doesn't have the same ideologies or thoughts or whatever is you, doesn't mean that they can't be of use at all. I always have gone by the theory of let's not burn bridges, because I was always under the impression of like, okay, what if this person is someday my supervisor, right? Like, let's say some new business opened up and all I wanted to do was work for this company. Best benefits in the world. Buddy of mine worked there, wife worked there, whatever the case may be. And I just had to get in there, Well, what if some person who I made mad years ago was hiring me? You know, would they still hire me then? Would they maybe not hire me? Who knows? I have no idea. I would like to think that people wouldn't be that vindictive, but I think you guys have some experiences otherwise to that. So that's kind of my thing, is why trust that someone is or is not going to be some way when you could just not burn the bridge in the first place? You know, Just make sure that whatever it is you do it right, you do it a professional, and then you don't have issues. So we're gonna fill this up, see if it's even gonna work. It is on a bad slope. I may have to I have a couple bricks here I may have to prop it up with. We'll see what happens. And we'll just try this out. If this begins to be too much of a problem, hey, bully bull, knock it off. If this begins to be too much of a problem, we can always go back to our little trough, or I can even find one. Maybe Rubbermaid makes a 30-gallon or something. I'm just gonna keep these guys away for a minute because they need to let it fill up. If they don't let it fill up, they'll be able to tip it over just sneezing on it. So we'll try this out and we'll see if I like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.